Yesterday, Ubisoft announced their plans to support Ghost Recon Wildlands after launch. And by plans to support, I actually mean plans to sell you more things. The open beta was sloppy, poorly optimized, barren, dull, devoid of things to do, and proved without a shadow of a doubt to me that Wildlands in its current state is basically the ugly Christmas sweater of the Tom Clancy games. It's not finished, it's not fun, it hasn't released, and you're already trying to sell us a season pass. Now, the game's not broken, which is a small relief, but its content is already seemingly rather limited. As I've talked about previously, the AI has a collective IQ of 4. Cars still feel weightless and float around the game world like Reptar on ice. How's that for a throwback reference? The story is basically non-existent beyond the opening cutscene where the immediately forgettable female commander, who's so forgettable I forgot her name, tells you that you're going into Bolivia to wipe out a drug cartel. After that, the plot is so laughably paper-thin that they might as well just have not bothered with one at all. Now, the game world feels dead, and there's not really much to do in it. Now, I understand that it's not a vacation for these guys, but, any side quests? Helping civilians out? Encouraging them to take up arms against the Santa Blanca cartel? Ubisoft, give us something so we can feel like we're actually making a difference. As much as I didn't like Far Cry 4... at least it had things like tearing down propaganda posters, and as much as I hate the stupid climb a tower to unlock part of the map thing, you could shut down propaganda broadcasts. They were small things, but they had a physical, tangible impact on Kirat. The first thing Ubisoft has announced is that they plan to continue tweaking the game based on player feedback from the beta. Rather than delaying the game until it's actually done, or holding the beta period more than 10 days before the game's supposed to release. But I suppose at least they're stating a commitment to taking player feedback under advisement, so... net positive, maybe?
That's a kill.
Now onto the DLC. There are no specific details on the Season Pass at the moment, but I'm guessing it will probably cost $50. I'm really hoping that it doesn't, because the only 2 DLC expansions announced seem kind of light on content. The first DLC is Narco Road, which sounds like it has the exact same mission structure as the base game, which isn't very promising considering that I didn't even finish the missions in the beta because I got bored. You're supposed to infiltrate 3 smuggling gangs and take down their leaders until you unlock the final boss and take him down, and 12 new missions over 4 provinces and new side activities. No idea what those side activities are yet, but hopefully it'll be something a little less predictable than the main and rebel missions. The second DLC will be called Fallen Ghosts. Ubisoft's description reads, "Get ready for your Spec Ops skills to be put to the test. After your chopper is shot down during an evacuation mission, your squad will be forced to adapt as you are tracked down by Los Extrañeros, an elite group of ruthless mercenaries." Wait, hold up. Ubisoft, why isn't this the main game? This sounds so much fucking cooler than the lame Stop the Cartel story of Wildlands. If you're being mercilessly hunted down, cut off from your support, forced to rely on weapons and equipment you find and pick up in the field whilst trying to figure out who's after you and why, that would be pretty fucking awesome, actually. Maybe you should just scrap Wildlands' garbage story entirely and start over again with Fallen Ghosts as your concept. And it could be tied nicely into Advanced Warfighter if it turns out the Los Extrañeros, which translates to the foreigners, are actually remnants of De La Barrera's supporters from Advanced Warfighter 2 who are seeking to destabilize Bolivia and hunt down the Ghosts in retaliation for the US and Mexico signing NASJA, allowing the US to assist loyalist forces in stopping De La Barrera's insurgency. But hey, I don't work for Ubisoft. Clearly, they have a crack team of talented writers because it only took them 4 years to come up with the idea of, let's go shoot some drug cartel people. Now, the last thing I want to touch on in this video is what Ubisoft calls unlockable content. Here's the description directly from their site. Throughout the life of the game, you'll also be able to have access to exclusive weapons and even more customization options for your character, your gear, and your vehicles. This optional content can be purchased in the store in exchange for credit packs. Most of this new content is purely cosmetic, with new exotic weapons that will be balanced with the gear that can be found in-game. Our goal with these items is to provide more options to players who wish to customize their experience. Bullshit. Bull-fucking shit. Ubisoft, you got the right idea in Rainbow Six Siege that the DLC would be free and unlocked for everyone, and it would be supplemented by cosmetic options that could be purchased. Now you've taken a step backwards by selling paid DLC content and selling cosmetic stuff. Either put all the cosmetic stuff in the main game, or as part of the DLC, or make the DLC free and sell additional stuff that doesn't affect the game. Don't try and nickel and dime us on a game that is already looking pretty lackluster and light on content. Ghost Recon Wildlands releases on March 7th, and I will be live streaming it on day 1 because self-flagellation is still a thing, apparently. If you like this video, please be sure to click that little thumbs up button and consider subscribing to my channel. I appreciate the feedback and support, and it really helps me out as I aim to keep providing you all with reviews, commentary, opinions, and critiques of video games and the current gaming industry. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time.